Hello everybody. I've heard a lot of people speculating on how well a troop carrier would work with an upright fridge. I'm not going to talk now about the pros and cons of an upright fridge in a vehicle, an overlanding vehicle like troop carrier, but what I'm going to be very specific about is why they are a terrible idea in a troop carrier. Apart from the fact that an upright fridge tends to rattle terribly, that's not the main reason why they're a bad idea. The shortcoming of a troop carrier is that you have one space to get in and out and access equipment. That's why we add gull wings to improve access. If you put an upright fridge, it restricts the access. This is the most important access area, very obviously. If you put an upright fridge, it makes the access even smaller, considerably smaller. It's not a big space. So now getting in, you're squeezing in. You've got to be a contortionist because you've got a thumping great big freezer in the way. So you might say, okay, well, we'll put it back a bit and put it against the window. Well, you can do that. It's not a bad idea. Actually, it's a terrible idea because you can't open the fridge door because this is in the way and this is in the way. So you've got to put the fridge kind of 2/3 towards the center, which means that if you've got drawers on this side, you can't open them because there's a flipping fridge in the way. So what you're doing effectively is by putting an upright fridge is you are taking away, it's already a challenge with a troop carrier, you are making it so much worse. But you might say an upright fridge is so convenient. Yes, it is. Only if you're outside. If you're inside, well, here's the problem. You won't be inside. The other part of a troop carrier, and I have to qualify my rant here. I have owned 5 of them. I've spent hundreds of nights and days living in and out of a Troopy. And while I have been involved with the design of the interior with 3 of them, this current one, my input was significant. And whenever the question of an upright fridge has come along, I've said, I've seen people try and it's a disaster. So those are my qualifications. I currently own 2 troop carriers, one in Africa and one here. Neither of them has an upright fridge. The best part about a troop carrier, though, there are many good things about it, but the one thing that it does, it has no equal, is that when the weather gets bad, you can climb inside. I mean, yesterday it was 41 degrees. I was inside chilling in the shade. I had a fan on me and I was reading a book. I've been in situations with terrible weather, terrible storms. I'm in the back, the door's open, I've got shade awning reducing the amount of rainfall coming inside, and I am safe, and I can even make a meal inside in a howling gale on a beach. You put an upright fridge here, you have eliminated the idea that you can spend time inside during bad weather or even good weather because you just would like a place to chill. Gone. You now have made it difficult to get in and out. You've reduced the space inside considerably to chill, and you have made it very difficult to access any drawer system that you may have fitted inside the vehicle to access your kit. The beauty of this system, for example, is that I can access from standing outside. I don't need to climb inside, and I can access 2/3 of the kit inside this car. I can access it right here. Put in a fridge and you will access less than 25%, if that. The advantages of an upright fridge, there are some advantages. In a troop carrier, there are so many disadvantages that I cannot begin to list them. Well, I've kind of tried. And the other thing is that the moment you move the fridge, everything has to move. It's a design, it is a redesign from scratch. Taking an existing design, designed with a fridge that, like this one, accessible from inside and outside, but it's a chest type fridge, means that I have access, brilliant access, to so much stuff, as I said, from outside and inside. Fridge here, no access to anything when you're outside, and no access to the fridge when you're inside. What possible advantage are there that I haven't thought of for an upright fridge? So you can get to your beers a bit quicker. Is it really worth all of that just so you can get to the milk and beers a little bit quicker? You can still access them inside and out. It's not difficult. It's a little high. Yeah, it is a bit high. That's it. Only disadvantage of having a chest freezer. Far more efficient space-wise, and far more efficient in any other conceivable way. Because at the end of the day, if you cannot take advantage of this, the point of the Troopy with a lift-up roof conversion is gone. You would be better off buying a station wagon, putting a fridge accessible from back or sides, and putting a nice rooftop tent on the top. And that station wagon is probably going to be cheaper, will almost definitely ride better and be more comfortable, and as standard equipment the levels will be far higher than they are in troop carrier.
And oh my God, the rattling. An upright fridge is unbearable in a station wagon because you cannot stop the items in the fridge from rattling. Particularly if you want to drink your beer out of a glass bottle, then forget it. It will drive you insane. That is, of course, if you want to take your Troopy on gravel roads. And I'm not even talking about off-road, I'm talking about an ordinary gravel road. On bad corrugations, you will be suicidal. And the challenge is, with rattles in a station wagon type vehicle, they are already a challenge. You have just heaped challenge upon challenge by putting in an upright fridge.
But I would say this to you: if you are determined to have an upright fridge, don't buy a Troopy. It's the wrong car for you. Get a station wagon with 4 doors and then put it in an orifice so you can open the back door and access it. Because with a station wagon, there's no place to chill out inside. So that advantage isn't there. But there are many other advantages of a station wagon. Access, 4 doors, wonderful. If you put a fridge there, you have eliminated the one thing that a station wagon doesn't have and a Troopy does have. You've eliminated it. Buy a more comfortable car and put a fridge accessible through one of the back doors, because a Troopy isn't the right car for you. I didn't rant, did I? I did a bit.